Tade the Smart Boy. In a quiet town where dusty roads curled like old memories and evenings smelled of firewood and hope, there lived a boy named Tade. Tade was not loud. He was not popular. He did not shine in ways people noticed quickly. But Tade was smart. Not the kind of smart that shouted answers in class or corrected elders. Tade's intelligence lived in silence, in the way he watched, the way he listened, the way he thought before he spoke. From a young age, people noticed that Tade was different. Tade grew up in a small compound with his mother, Mama Sade, and his younger sister, Dara. Their house had cracked walls and a roof that complained loudly whenever rain fell. But inside that house lived discipline, love, and stubborn hope. Every morning, while other children rushed out to play, Tade sat by the window with a broken radio he found in a trash pile. He would take it apart, study the pieces, put it back together. Sometimes it worked. Sometimes it didn't, but every time, Tade learned something. Mama Sade often watched him with mixed feelings. "Tade," she would say gently, "books are good, but don't forget to live." Tade would smile. He always smiled before answering. "Mama," he said once, "I am living. I'm just trying to understand how things work." At school, teachers quickly realized Tade was ahead of his class. He solved math problems before they were fully written on the board. He asked questions that made teachers pause, not because they were wrong, but because they were deep. Some teachers encouraged him. Others felt threatened. And the students? They mocked him. They called him names. Book boy, Tuno, professor. When football teams were picked, Tade was always last. When group projects were assigned, no one wanted him. "He thinks he's better than us," they whispered. But the truth was simple. Tade didn't think he was better. He just thought differently. One afternoon, after being mocked again, Tade sat alone under a mango tree behind the school. His friend, his only real friend, Kunle, joined him. "Why do you still try so hard?" Kunle asked. "They don't care." Tade looked at the ground, then at the sky. "Because one day," he said softly, "my life won't look like this." Kunle laughed, not mockingly, sadly. "We're poor, Tade. Smart or not, the world doesn't wait for people like us." Tade didn't respond immediately. Then he said something that would later echo through time. "The world may not wait, but it always notices." In his final year of primary school, something happened. The regional scholarship exam was announced. Only one student from each school could be selected. The prize? A full scholarship to a prestigious secondary school. Books, uniforms, meals. Opportunity. Everyone knew who deserved it, Tade. But everyone also knew who wanted it, the principal's nephew. A boy who barely passed his tests but came from a powerful family. One evening, the principal called Tade into his office. "You are very intelligent," the man said, smiling without warmth. "But intelligence is not everything." He slid a paper across the desk. "Withdraw from the exam. Focus on other things." Tade's heart pounded. This scholarship was his escape, his mother's relief, his sister's future. But he saw the trap. If he agreed, he would be safe, but silent. If he refused, life would become harder. Tade stood up. His voice trembled, but his words did not. "Sir, if intelligence is not everything, then neither is power." He walked out. That night, Mama Tade found him staring at the ceiling. "What's wrong, my son?" Tade told her everything. She listened quietly. Then she held his face. "Do what lets you sleep at night. Poverty is painful, but shame lasts longer." On exam day, strange things happened. Tade's name was missing from the list. His seat was changed. His papers arrived late. Still, he wrote. He focused. He ignored the whispers. Weeks later, the results came out. The principal's nephew was announced as the winner. The school clapped. Tade stood frozen. Kunle looked at him, angry and helpless. "It's not fair," Kunle whispered. Tade nodded slowly. That night, Tade didn't cry. He just packed away his books. The next term, he stopped attending school regularly. Money was tight. He began working at a mechanic shop after classes. Oil stained his hands, sweat soaked his clothes. People whispered again. "See the smart boy now. Intelligence doesn't feed people." And for the first time, Tade doubted himself. One evening at the mechanic shop, a customer brought in a car no one could fix. The engine failed mysteriously. The mechanics tried everything. Nothing worked. Tade watched quietly. Then he asked, softly, "Can I try something?" They laughed. "This one? Leave it, boy." But the customer, tired and desperate, nodded. Tade examined the engine carefully. He remembered the radio, the patterns, the logic. After an hour, the engine roared back to life. Silence filled the shop. The customer stared. "Who taught you this?" Tade wiped his hands. "Life," he said. Word spread. Soon, people came asking for Tade. The mechanic promoted him. A local engineer noticed him. Then another. Opportunity, it seemed, had finally noticed too. Years passed. Quietly, steadily. Tade studied at night, worked by day, failed sometimes, learned always. He earned certifications, then recommendations. One day, a letter arrived. A foreign tech institute had reviewed one of his independent projects, a low-cost energy system he designed for rural homes. They offered him a full scholarship. Mama Tade cried. Dara danced. Kunle smiled like someone watching a miracle he always believed in. Years later, Tade returned to his hometown, not in luxury, but in purpose. He built a small learning center, free classes, tools, mentorship. One afternoon, a young boy asked him, "Sir, how did you become so smart?" Tade smiled, the same gentle smile from years ago. "I didn't become smart, I just refused to stop learning even when life tried to silence me." As he walked past the old school, he saw the former principal, older now, quieter. Their eyes met. No anger, no pride, just understanding. Tade was never the loudest, never the richest, never the favorite, but he was patient, curious, honest. And in a world that often rewards noise over wisdom, Tade proved something important. Smart people don't always win first, but when they do, they change the game forever. This is the story of Tade, the smart boy. Thanks for watching. Kindly like, comment, and subscribe for more video.